Hey, Joe 200, what's up? Okay, here we are, July 8th. Wow, we're flying through this stuff, man. We're going to be done before you know it, okay? Another great job in terms of discussion, and we've gone through a lot of the sociological factors, things that, affect each and every one of us on a daily, weekly basis, and the interactions that we have with different segments of society, and whether or not old people are appreciated and cared for in a proper manner. Now we're going to be talking about preparing for your future, okay? And this is the economics of aging. And we are in a real fix in this country in terms of the number of people that have done adequate preparation as an individual, okay, where they're not relying on state. Too many people have no retirement income, and they're relying almost entirely on the Social Security system. Social Security system is there. It's not enough, especially in large urban communities like Los Angeles, to cover your expenses. And so this is why it's really, really super important at an early age, your guys' ages, to think about investments, okay? There was an era, it was really my parents' era, okay, where the pension system existed, okay? And this is where you had a guaranteed income after you retired till the day you died, okay? But it became too expensive, okay? It became a bad business model for the U.S. economy, and so the pension system has slowly but surely disappeared. The only part of that remains is government, and so get a government job, believe me. Although I do think the pension system is kind of on the radar in government jobs, that it's going to be disappearing soon too, because it costs so much. The pension system, anticipated people would retire at 65 and then they'd be dead by 75. Well, that's not happening anymore. So onward to the defined contribution, and so this is what I have as a professor at USC. So I take a component of my paycheck every month, and I invest it into the stock market. I make sure it's diversified. I do it through Fidelity Investments. I also systematically raise my assets in terms of housing by starting slow and building in my purchase of my home. So I have a lot of equity in my house, and that's something else that I rely upon. And the other thing that's important, you've heard your parents that you need to act your age. Well, I think a real problem in society is you actually need to act your wage, okay? And my wife Julie and I, really our whole lives, we're conservative in terms of lifestyle. We would travel, we'd go out to restaurants, but we would also have a budget and understand that you do not want to go negative, but you want to be constantly be on the positive ascent, so that you don't put yourself at risk when we have downturns like what happened in 2007. And believe me, it cycles every 10 years, and so we're about ready for another downturn. Okay, so continue on. Okay, you guys did a great job on your family tree CTs. I really wanted you to do a slam dam professional job, just beautifully done, and most of you did that. If you took out your crayons and drew it, that wasn't what we were looking for. Okay. So the final critical thinking assignment is due July 12th. It's coming up real fast. Okay, so that's next week. Okay, so you got to watch this movie over the weekend, and you got to take on the kind of the role of being not only a social worker, but also of being an attorney, okay? In fact, and where you're going to be investigating these assisted living facilities that have these kind of fake Alzheimer care units, okay? It's a really good frontline video, and when you get done with it, then you're going to summarize what you saw and what you feel about that, okay? Alrighty, guys. Keep plugging away. Remember, one primary discussion, 3 comments. This is what you need to get full credit. You should be well on your way with your interview paper right now. Okay, don't wait till the last minute. Alrighty, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time.